This is Samantha West with our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you so much, Samantha West from the Alzheimer's Association. Isn't she incredibly talented? Thank you so much. Well, as I was saying, we are so pleased and proud to have Edward Jones, our national presenting sponsor, to be with us today and all around the country, in fact. And just to give you an idea of how much they are helping this cause, they are on track to surpass $4.7 million in this important cause. Can we give some applause to that? What an effort. That's incredible. Obviously, that speaks volumes of what they're doing to help advance the Alzheimer's Association's goals. And right here in Michigan and mid-Michigan, the Edward Jones Associates and all of their clients as well participated in all kinds of teams here today. And I'd like to invite Nick Horseman to come up from the Williamston branch. Nick, come on up, and thank you again for your support. Edward Jones makes such a difference. How are you, Nick?
Thank you. Samantha. On behalf of the 41,000 associates who make up Edward Jones, I'd like to say it's an honor to join you in this important fight. People ask me why Edward Jones has stepped up to walk to end Alzheimer's as a national presenting sponsor. It's because we, like the Alzheimer's Association, won't rest until we're rid of Alzheimer's. It's because we care about our clients. For 95 years, Edward Jones has been in the business of building healthy relationships and helping clients manage their wealth. We often hear from clients facing Alzheimer's that the disease does just the opposite. That it damages relationships with not only friends, but family. In many cases, it destroys finances for both individuals facing the disease and his or her family. Nearly a third of our 7 million clients are age 65 and over, the age range of this disease. We're not willing to stand by idly and watch our clients lose their loved ones and their hard-earned savings to Alzheimer's. That's why we sponsor the Walk to End Alzheimer's. That's why we're bringing an army of volunteers to the event in our communities throughout the country. And that's why we walk alongside you today. Thank you for your dedication to this cause. You inspire us to fight even harder.
Words. Thank you, Nick Horseman, and everybody at Edward Jones. We appreciate it. You know, together, all of us today have raised $214,000. Give yourself some applause on that one. We're about 61,000 short of what we're trying to do. Our goal today is $275,000, and I know we can do it, don't you? We can make this happen. You can also, of course, text a donation, and it's the number 2, END, E-N-D, ALZ, A-L-Z, to 51555. You know, the money we raise and all of this together is going to help the Alzheimer's Association continue to provide critical care and support programs for everyone impacted. And ultimately, what we all would love is a cure, am I right? One day, with our determination, and what I can see out here in this sea of purple and happy and really expectant faces, is that you will become part of that driving force that will help us achieve that goal. Who is with me in that fight today, please? Thank you.
Great, I love the energy. Let's show the world our passion and our purple throughout the day. By sharing photos on social media, be sure to use the hashtag #WalkToEndALZ and hashtag #ShowYourPurple so we can fill up our online gallery of photos of walkers across the country, inspiring even more people to join us in this fight. We all have a reason to end Alzheimer's, whether it's to honor friends or family you've lost, to show support for a caregiver or a person living with the disease, or to slowly rising healthcare costs, and to put a stop to this global epidemic. This cause is very personal for me, as it is for many of you. I've been doing this for about 12 years here because I lost my mother to Alzheimer's now 14 years ago. And I'm very lucky because I've got a microphone here and I can tell her story to people and tell how wonderful she was and all the great things she did for us. And I'm very lucky in that respect because I've got lots of memories and I've got lots of stories that I can carry with me. But you have to realize you do too. You have those stories. You have those memories as caregivers, as family, as people who support those with Alzheimer's, whether they're here today, whether they're still with us, or whether they're gone. You still have that legacy of those stories. And it's those stories that make those people so unique and so wonderful and so worthy of having their stories shared with the world. But Alzheimer's, unfortunately, silences those stories for those who are afflicted with the disease. But it should not in any way stop you from sharing those stories. We're a special community here. We're brought together because we want to end this dreaded disease. You can do it, but you can also keep that legacy going by sharing those stories, reliving those memories with those that you love. So my wish today is that you keep those rich lives rich by telling people, telling those you love, telling those who want to hear about this wonderful person. Tell them the stories that Alzheimer's patients have and those who have passed. Keep those memories alive, and please, please continue to do all the wonderful work you're doing to put an end to Alzheimer's. Thank you. That's why I devote so much energy to this fight. I'm honored to work closely with my passionate planning committee and my passionate wife to end this disease. By coming together, we have today, and are going across the country as well, I truly believe we will end this disease. I'd like to take a couple of minutes to thank some of the people who've made today's walk possible. None of this would be here without the generosity of our sponsors. Special thanks again to Edward Jones, our Walk to End Alzheimer's national presenting sponsor. And diamond sponsor, Jackson National Life. Silver sponsors, Chaldean and Tripp Law Offices, Bircham Hills Retirement Centers, Grand Haven Living Centers, Independent Village of Grand Ledge, Meadow Lodge, the Willows of East Lansing, the Willows of Okemos, Barton Mallow, and Blue Cross Blue Shield. There's a whole list of these wonderful sponsors in the registration tent. Hopefully you got a minute to look at that, to thank those people.
Let's get into, we've got flowers here. Everybody have a flower? Did everybody get a special flower? We're going to get right into a very important flower ceremony right now, because this is one of the, I think, one of the most special parts, because we really then can identify with each other here. And if you look around, you're going to see that beautiful sea of orange, purple, yellow, and blue flowers. Obviously, they each represent something different, and each represent why you're here today specifically, and what your connection to Alzheimer's disease is. Why don't we start with the orange flower? Represents people like Carly. Carly, can you just move forward? Where is Carly for us? If you have an orange flower, please, if you would, hold it up high so we can see that. Carly is here because she supports the cause and the vision of the world without Alzheimer's disease. Thank you, Carly, and everyone with your orange flowers.
The purple flower represents people like Frank. Frank is here today because he has lost someone to Alzheimer's. Frank Carter and his daughters, Susan Feda and Andrea Fleming, are walking in honor of their wife and mother, Joyce Carter. Joyce courageously dealt with Alzheimer's for 10 years before passing away January 30th, 2015 at age 70. If you have a purple flower, please join Frank in raising it and keep it held high.
The yellow flower represents people like Bonnie. Bonnie is here because her husband, Rich, has Alzheimer's. If you have a yellow flower, would you please raise it high right now? Thank you so much, and show support for Bonnie as we also show our support for you. Thank you. And the blue flower represents people like Rich, someone who has Alzheimer's disease. If you have a blue flower, we want to see you right now and give you some special loving. All of our friends and family here with blue flowers, raise it high. We love you and we bless you all. So please take a look at this sea of flowers. Everybody sees them everywhere. They all represent why you are specifically here. And we know that facing a relentless and devastating disease can't be prevented or cured yet, but a colorful display of our intent to honor, remember, and also care and fight is obvious here today.
I'm confident that one day we will add a flower, a new flower to this garden. A white flower that represents the first survivor of Alzheimer's disease. Wouldn't that be a beautiful addition to our garden that Sebastian's holding up right now? But until that beautiful day happens, we must not back down.
That's right, absolutely. Every step we take in this fight is a step forward, you guys, and we must continue to lead the way because we're here, we believe in it, you believe in it. Please continue to share this story with your family and friends and coworkers and help them to see the merit of getting behind this important cause. I think we're getting close to this walk. Anybody ready to stroll a little bit? Maybe not run, but let's get this walk started. We are just a couple seconds away from 1 o'clock, which was what we wanted to do here today. And Sebastian, thank you. Hold that high, honey, because we look at that white flower with hope, and we know that it is possible when we all walk together. Thank you, Sebastian, for that. Okay, Sean. We got Sean here from Jammin' DJs. Jammin' DJs. Let's give a round of applause for Jammin' DJs for the tunes today, keeping us motivated and up. If everybody wants to start to kind of meander down that way, we're going to count you down from 10. And there will be people along the route to show you where to go. And then when you come back here, please, there'll be another special ceremony to thank you and welcome you back, okay? So Kip, here we go. Let's start it from 10.
All right, Sean, if we can have a little background music as we get people all in line to take off. They all seem to know where to go, and that's a great thing.
This is freezing.